Hi you guys, welcome back to my channel. I am going to film for you today my bi-weekly makeup basket. It feels so good to be back and filming videos again. I have been just in a rut in general, having a hard time with getting myself back on track, planning for 2017. But I definitely didn't want to neglect my bi-weekly makeup baskets. I have a ton of finale videos that I need to film for projects that I'm currently in, and I just have to generally get my mind together about how I want to go about panning products in 2017. I just filmed my 2017 Pan That Palette intro, which is a little bit of a hot mess because I haven't filmed in a little while, but please bear with me, and I'm going to go ahead and show you some products that I really enjoyed from my last week's basket, but I'm going to quickly get into my basket for this week. So first off, one of the things that disappointed me, compared to some people. So one of the things that really disappointed me in my last basket was this Knockout Beauty by Sonia Kashuk. This was the highlighter that was really, really cute. Looks like a pair of boxing gloves. Let's see if I can hold it this way. So this really, really disappointed me. I really wasn't impressed with the way this performed on the face at all. I didn't feel like there was much of a glow to it whatsoever. So as much as this pains me, I'm going to go ahead and I think declutter this because it's very, very cute, but I have no need for anything in my collection that I'm not using, that I'm not really impressed with. So I think I'm going to go ahead and declutter this. And this, on the other hand, was something that I was going to declutter without even using it, and I absolutely fell in love with this. This is the Stila Sweet Treat Bronzing Powder, and this is a beautiful bronzing powder. I really, really enjoyed this on the face, and I couldn't stop using it. I really, really loved using this Stila bronzer, so that's going to go ahead and stay. And I fell in love with this Chartist contour palette. I absolutely love this dark, dark shade to contour with. It's absolutely beautiful. This is a really, really beautiful blush, which is, to be completely honest, the reason why I purchased this palette to begin with. And I didn't really use anything else from the palette. I did use this shade as well to contour, and it's a really, really nice shade also. So I just wanted to mention those very, very quickly. And I wanted to go through a little bit more of a comprehensive idea of what I'm using in my basket. So for primer for this basket, I'm going to continue using a couple that I've been using. This is the Dr. Brandt Pores No More Little Mini, and this is the last one of 4 that I have for my 12 pans of Christmas. So as soon as I finish this, I will have met one of my product goals for that project. And this is the IT number 50 Serum Collagen Veil, and I am about halfway through with this. This is the last primer that I had really set out to finish this year, so this is the last remaining one. So I'm going to go ahead and keep using these 2 primers until the end of the year because I have goals for both of these in different projects. So I'm really excited about finishing up those so that I can meet another goal for this year. I do have a foundation that I'm working on. This is the MAC Studio Fix in NW20, I believe. Yeah, this is NW20, and I am right about here, and I would like to finish this year as well. I have this in a project as well, so I'm really, really working on this, but I did want to use a couple of other foundations in the interest of possibly decluttering a couple more foundations by the end of the year. So I wanted to try this L'Oreal Magic Nude Liquid Powder, which I'm not quite sure if this one is discontinued or not. I want to say this is the one that is discontinued, and I don't know if the Dream Liquid one that kind of has that teardrop thing is still on the shelf or not. But anyways, this doesn't have an applicator, so that's a little bit annoying because this is a very watery type foundation. I think I've used this in the past, but I really don't remember it, so I wanted to go ahead and try this again and see if it's something I want to keep or declutter. And the next one is a very expensive foundation. This is Chanel Vital Amir Moisture Rich Radiance Fluid Makeup, and this is in the shade 20 Claire, and I have not used this since I purchased this probably over a year ago. So the SPF in this is definitely expired, but I want to see if I like this foundation. If not, I'm going to go ahead and declutter it from my foundation, from my collection, my foundation collection. So I wanted to see about that. The powder that I'm currently using is this NARS All Day Luminous Powder Foundation, and this is where I'm at with this product right here. So as you can see, I have used quite a bit of this. So this is definitely going to go into a project at the beginning of next year. This might possibly be one of my rolling 5-pan project items. So I'm going to continue to use this. As far as bronzers go, I do have my Too Faced Chocolate Soleil bronzer that I am continuing to work on for my project pan. So as you can see, I have hit pan and expanded it quite a bit. So I wanted to keep working on this, but I also wanted to test out these two Wet n Wild bronzers. These are their two matte bronzers. This is in Bear in Mind and Toast to You. So as you can see, just a little bit different shade variation in these, and I wanted to see if I like either of them or if there's one or the other that I feel like I could declutter. I'm still really trying to declutter things. I have not counted all of my bronzers yet, and I've included my high-end and drugstore. I just haven't counted my MAC. And I haven't counted my palettes, and I already have 63 bronzers, and that is just absolutely nuts. So I'm trying to work on an inventory, which may not be up till maybe even mid next year, and I'm trying to keep it updated. So if I declutter a bronzer that I've already counted, I'm trying to keep that number up to date, so that when I finally do post it, I know that it's correct at that time. But it's still going to take me some time to go ahead and post that or have it completely together. So as far as blushes go, one of the blushes that I was considering decluttering and getting out of my collection just to have a product kind of done in a project. It's in my Burn Through products. It's also in my 2016 Makeup Use Up, and this is the Tarte Flushed Cheek Stain. I'm wearing this today, and I realize why I keep letting this hang around. I really enjoy wearing this shade. It's really nice. I put it onto the back of my hand, and then I stipple it onto my cheeks. That is all I'm wearing today, and I really do love it. So I am going to keep trucking through and try and finish this by the end of the year. I am going to film that update or finale for my Burn Through Products Project Pan, and this won't be finished before the finale of that, but I am going to really try and finish this before the end of the year. Some other blushes that I just pulled to use in the next couple weeks is this Hard Candy Fox in a Box. I almost decluttered this. This is so old. The reason why I did not is because I like the two shades mixed together. Even though this is supposed to be a bronzer and a blush, which what the hell can you do with that? I mean, what kind of brushes can you fit in there to keep them separate? So I mixed them together to kind of see what it would look like. And it's a really nice nude shade. So I wanted to see how I feel about it on my cheeks versus just in a swatch. So this may be something I end up decluttering, but I wanted to go ahead and give that a shot. Another nude blush that I wanted to use is this NYX Baked Blush, Illuminating Blush in the shade Chiffon. So that's what that looks like. That is also quite a nude shade as well. And then this could verge on nude as well. This is the Sonia Kashuk Arabian Dreams Sahara Sunset Highlighting Blush. It actually says just highlighter, but it's got such a peachiness to it that I wear this as a blush. So I wanted to kind of revisit this and see how I feel about it, because I know I loved it when I first tried it. And as far as highlighters go, I did not use this, surprisingly enough, I did not use this Wet n Wild stick highlighter, which is really, really gorgeous. I think I was just in a hurry all week, well, every day of the last 2 weeks, and I just didn't want to mess with this. So I wanted to go ahead and pull this in again. I did just finish up a highlighter in my project, my Essence Beauty Beats Swag highlighter, and the next little highlighter that I was working on is this shade right here in Mixologist from the Bare Minerals Ready Eyeshadow Quad. So I wanted to see how much further I could get with that. I've got some side pan up there. So I just wanted to see how much further I could get with this. I really want to start trying to use this as an eyeshadow. Maybe I'll incorporate this in my Pan That palette as well, because I really would like to finish this little duo in the next coming year. And then I wanted to go ahead and use this Makeup Revolution Vivid Baked Highlighter in Golden Lights. I recently compared this on my Instagram to NARS's Albatross, and I honestly like this a lot better. I really felt like this stayed on my cheeks even better than the NARS Albatross, and it's definitely more pigmented. And I'm going to be getting rid of my NARS Albatross as a result, which kind of pains me, but at the same time, I mean, you know, this is a better product to me. So I'm excited to be keeping this and getting rid of a product, even though it is one of my more pricey products. So let's move on to eyes. As far as little things here, for mascara, I have been using my Essence Lash Princess. This is going to be finished for the end of the year, and then I'm going to move on to another, and I haven't decided yet what I'm going to use. This Bare Minerals Lash Domination, this seems to be really clumpy and just starting to get dry and hard to work with. So this is definitely going to go by the end of the year. And one that I just cracked open is this MAC Zoom Fast Lash, and I love this mascara. So I've got like 3 or 4 other backups of this, and I will definitely purchase the full size when I am completely out of these. So this is going to be going probably till mid-February, mid-March. Yeah, mid-March, because it's like 3 months. So if this doesn't run out first, I'm going to keep this around till probably about mid-March. I love that so much. And I'm using 2 eyeliners primarily right now. As far as a black eyeliner, I'm using this Rimmel London Exaggerate. And this is how much I have left of this. I'm really going to try and work hard on eyeliners this coming year to get them out of my collection. And then finally, I've lost and found this like 3, 4, 5 times this year. This is MAC's Teddy Eye Kohl, and that is how much I have left of that. So that's my brown eyeliner. As far as an eye primer goes, I have been using this Rimmel Exaggerate Undercover Eyeshadow Primer. This isn't my most favorite application form because I can't see how much I have left, but I continue to get some on the doe foot applicator every time I pull this out. It reminds me of the NARS Pro Prime, and I like that one as well. So I don't dislike this, I just don't really prefer this type of application method for this. I've just recently added 2 new eyebrow products. This is the Milani Brow Tint Pen. I purchased this at some point, and I just kind of wanted to see what this was all about, and actually I was a little bit surprised by this. So I'm going to keep using this, and I use it with the L'Oreal Brow Stylist Plumper. And this is the Jordana Fabubrow Eyebrow Pencil in taupe. This is in natural taupe, I believe. Yeah. And I'm wearing this today, and I really, really enjoy this eyebrow pencil as well. And then as far as eyeshadow palettes, you know, I was doing my Lorac palettes. I have finished my Lorac palettes. The last palette that I had to use was the Lorac Pro 3 palette, and I should have showed that at the beginning of this video because I used the heck out of that palette. I really, really love that palette. I am truly going to miss it, and I'm just going to randomly pull it out sometime in the near future, even if I'm on my Urban Decay palettes, because I really, really enjoyed that palette. But I decided that since I am going to pan my Naked palette this year, instead of starting with my Naked palettes, I decided to start at number 1 for the Vice palettes. So this is the number 1 Urban Decay Vice palette. I am a little bit worried about using this palette, but I'm also very, very excited for these shades like Vice and Noise, and this shade in Freebird is really, really pretty. Um, I don't think I touched this palette. I do not think I ever touched this palette since I first bought it. Do you see a problem? I mean, every single video I pull out something that's been out for like ever, and I have never ever used it. Like, I'm whacked. Like, there is a problem. But this palette is gorgeous. So I'm really, really excited to use this palette. I'll tell you a palette that I'm really looking forward to using as well, and I may pull out in the next 2 weeks, even if it's deviating from the Vice palettes, is the Wizard of Oz palettes that they came out with several years ago. I have both of them, and I may pull them both out for the next video. I'm really, really excited. I'm just excited about Urban Decay. The last thing here is lip products, and so I'm still working on this Naked Dolly. One of the things I want to do is be a lot better about lip products next year. I want to use up several lip products next year. Although thinking back, I used up 2 MAC lipsticks this year. So I'm really happy about that, even though they weren't part of my 16 in 2016, which was a total fail, as I've said before. I'm really happy about that, and I almost finished up my JLo's Nude, which I didn't start this year. It was carried over from 2015, but I almost finished that, and then I lost it. So this is my Too Faced Naked Dolly, and I'm still working on this. As you can see, that's where I'm at. This is a mini, but I'm definitely going to keep working on this for the next 2 weeks. And the shade that I'm wearing right now, I've really been digging. This is the Color Whisper in Pink Possibilities. I pulled this, I think, a couple of weeks ago, and I didn't really use it. This might have even been the last basket. I don't know. I didn't really use it, but I am actually really enjoying this. So I'm going to keep that in. And my NYX Liquid Suede and Sandstorm, because I really, really love this shade, and it works really, really well for me at work because I can wear it for most of the day, put it on, and not have to worry about touching it up. Which doesn't help me with using up lip products, by the way. I don't have much time to reapply them during the day. I'm not in front of a mirror. I'm in an operating room with a mask on. So it doesn't really help that I don't reapply a lot throughout the day. But I am going to try and get better about reapplying between cases and whenever I have a break and things like that. So that is it for my makeup basket for this 2 weeks of time. Thank you guys so much for watching. I do have some finale videos to film, like I said, so you may still see me in this same shirt for several more videos. So hang in there with me. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye.